I love my new air conditioner. I also like that the display turns off after a little bit, so it's not like, hey, how about you stay awake? So it's actually a lot cooler than yesterday. Well, this is our current temperature, 80 outside, 68 inside, and this is one air conditioner. This is a 10,000 BTU, so it's on high, full blast. Oh my god, it's like, oh, it's just wonderful. Now it's time for me to fix me a drink, because I'm going to show you what I've been working on. So, engine stuff, we got it cranked, looks brand new because it's been tanked and cleaned up and ground and polished and ready to rock. I just cleaned all the end caps here, got them cleaned up. Picking up bearings tomorrow from the same place. We're 10 thousandths on the mains and 30 thousandths on the rods. I was hoping to keep it 10 and 20, but they had to go 30. Just because the main, this cylinder here, was pretty bad. In fact, that's the reason why well, I have to get that engine out anyways, because it's what that one's going into. But I need a rod from that engine because this one is smoked. So yeah, but ordered parts and a couple of tools. I don't have a torque wrench. I had to get a torque wrench, so that's on the way, because we need to be able to torque these mains and rods down to spec, because we do not need that coming apart. So that's that. Got the block all painted up. Just did a quickie on it, pressure wash, quick little paint. And the dog barking at the poor pedestrian walking across the street. This is what I got done so far. AC compressor got laid up here. This can just sit here because we're going to undo the mount here and get this plate out of here, so we don't have to worry about that. So we don't have to mess with the AC. Pretty much everything on this side can be left alone, minus the airbox, or the top of the airbox. Got that out of there. The only thing we need to do is the starter can actually stay because there's an access plate down below that you can get to, which you guys can't see because of the sun. The exhaust came out pretty easy. These, I had no problem with that. I did break half a stud, only because I didn't spray it with penetrating fluid. I think if I would have sprayed it, it wouldn't have broke. But this here sticks well past the flange, so I'm just gonna get another nut and throw that on there and it'll be fine. But the rest of those came out. I sprayed them with, so what am I using? I bought actual penetrating fluid. This, it's like penetrant and lubricant. No, don't use that. That's only good for coating. But I just used this. This worked pretty good. Really just kept it from galling up. I think that's what happened. That nut galled up and then it spun it twisted the thing off. And I was able to get in there with this. This worked great. Took it right out. And I used the same setup to get the studs free. So that's cool. Pretty much what I have to do now is I need to get this upper torque rod out of here. Get some of the accessories off. I need to get the crank pulley off. All the transmission bolts need to be removed, and there's let's go underneath together. So with the exhaust free, this is what I got undone. I got the mount there undone, got this undone, and this can just sit where it's at. This is not going to be in our way anymore. This piece of the bracket needs to come off, and then you can undo the rest of the fasteners for that plate, and then that'll come out, and then you'll have access to your torque converter nuts, and those will come out. And then what I did, let me get under here. Hopefully I don't get any coolant splashed on me. So the junkyard, we left the front end alone. What all you really need to do is get this brace off. So the brace for the intake comes off, this comes off, this bracket here you need to unbolt, which I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is part of this mount back here. So you can actually leave that alone. Yeah, So, a little funky. But yeah, you can see he had a bad oil leak, and it was his valve cover was loose. It actually wasn't tight. His transmission was replaced before. So yeah, just getting the transmission bolts out. Those two. Yeah. And then you got this dog over here. He barks at anything. Freaking a moth flies by and he's bark, 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 my bark. I might actually have this out tonight. I'm kind of hoping to do that because then I'm going to roll it in the garage and I'm going to harvest parts off of it. So, yeah, I'll be back in a bit. Alright, tubes, check this out. So I pulled this firewall thing back. I'm looking down in there. You can see the connector, but I thought, you see a little gray piece past those two little flappy things? That looks like the main bulkhead connector. So I got all this disconnected from the frame here. So if I can unplug everything from there, I should be able to flop this over and then, I should be able to, it wasn't even shut. Okay, hope his battery's not dead. It's been connected this whole time. Oh. I gotta find out where that connector is. Check this out too. So you pull this back, you're gonna see these guys right here. Now this glove box comes out in about 4 screws and a little 10mm sitting right here, and this stuff comes right back here, and it all unplugs from the ECU. Definitely make sure you have the battery disconnected before you do this. But yeah. So these are all different sized connectors and stuff. So now I can actually pull this harness all the way through the firewall, and we don't have to. It'll make it easier for us because we can set it all up on the engine outside of the car, and then just run that back through and plug it back in. So that's that. So we should be able to do this. In the junkyard, I just cut the harness. I think we're still connected to one more thing. Let's go see. Guys, see anything? I think it's free. Also wanted to see if this had a cabin air filter. We could probably swap that out for him if it has one. I think it was hooked into that tray thing. All right, I'm gonna find out what it's hung up on, and I'll update you in a minute. So we got some parts to harvest off of this. You guys want to see the teardown video on this? This was a bitch to turn over to get the torque converter loose. So on that note, Sailor Jerry, cheers to y'all. We got the motor pulled out. Yeah. It's time to put this motor right here together and send this one down the road. Guy across the street actually has another one of these. He's gonna give it to us, so we're gonna take it for parts in case we need anything. It's kind of nice that we'll have another parts motor, and we'll have this one. You can see it leaked oil all in the back here, just completely coated. So yeah, that's all she wrote. I hope we have a good connecting rod, at least one. I just need one. As long as it's good, we'll be ready to rock. There's more.
Jailer Sally's wrong with this one.
Jailer celery. That's what you say. That's what you call Sailor Jerry when you're drunk.
It's
yeah. Hey, at least this time I got the engine out without bending the fucking hook.
The meat hook abortion?
Yeah. Look at that nice, clean-looking flywheel that was put on because someone replaced the transmission. And guess what? Now we're replacing the engine.
See, I left to go hang out with my brother, and I thought he was just prepping the engine to get pulled. I come back, I look in the garage, I'm like, the fuck is this?
It's another motor. And then the guy across the street's like, hey, I got another one. You want one? I'm like, sure.
Okay.
So we've got a whole nother parts engine free. Yeah, he just looked at it. He's like, yeah, it's got the coil. Yeah, I got it. He's got another one. So if this has bad rods, we got another one we can take rods from.
How many bastard engines did it take to make a good one?
We got 2 engines to make a good one. We took a shit engine and made it good, gooder out of 2 shit engines. Oh my god.
I think you've drunk and you can't operate.
It's like I'm like slurring my words. It's 92 proof. Jailer celery. Dr. Pecker.
It's Dr. Peckered you up.
He got I couldn't feel nothing, so I'm like, this bitch is coming out.
Yeah, he got near that Camry and he got his pecker stuck in the cornhole. So I'm gonna take the oil pan off here.
Yeah.
And unfuck these rods.
We're gonna take a look and see. We're gonna do just the bottom end. We'll get into the meat of her later because we do need the head from it because at least that's good.
We need the head. We need
a rod.
Maybe one rod.
And well,
but from the way he was describing the resistance of this actually trying to move it over, I think it's garbage.
Well, see, didn't really have. I think there's still a good connecting rod because it wasn't knocking super bad when it did run.
It was the therefore of random ka-chunk, and then it just, no.
Yeah, so as long as, I don't care if the bearings are fucked up, as long as the rod does not have evidence of a spun bearing and it's okay, I just need a rod. But then we have another engine that's coming to us tomorrow, so we could just, rob parts from it too. I'm just gonna stash parts just so if something on his engine fucks off again, I'm just like, there you go, I got it! Got the oil pan off, kind of made a mess.
Yeah, I dropped it. I went blowing, and next thing I know, it fell. Because apparently we thought we got all the oil back. Obviously, that was not the truth.
No. Anything on that oil pan? Oh, yeah.
Oh, here you go. Big old chunks.
Oh!
Big chunks of bullshit in here. Oh, wait, here, hold on. There's your metallic powder.
Yeah. There's the Metallica.
You got talcum powder down here. Oh, oh, dude. The silver lining is right here. Oh no! Oh.
So which cylinder has the old knockety-doo there?
Well, after Adam's inspection, it would be this rod.
Hey, that's the same one on the junkyard motor.
Spun it right out.
So, but this one back here is pretty tight. I don't know about the others.
Yeah, we can't expect this unless we get that off. But we're gonna do some more.
I want to leave this balance assembly on here, for reference purposes.
Big chunks of snow.
Oh yeah.
No, like huge.
Chunks. Yeah, that's that bearing from that front one.
Yeah. No, you're right. That's what exactly it is.
So that's pretty much all the oil he had in there. I mean, even when I first pulled the plug, it was like, yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Well, at least we didn't destroy the pan like I did with the junkyard one.
Because I went and took our nifty seal removal tool,
which is also now a pan removable tool.
Yeah, just on the end of the lip, you just use a hammer, keep going until you loosen it up.
Dude.
So what I'm gonna do now is, now that our garage is still a mess, I mean, hey, look what I'm looking for right here. I can get in here and poke at some other rods, stop actually getting all up in there without taking that shit off.
Yeah.
We also did find out on his motor when I was disconnecting some of these connectors, we found that this sensor here was actually filled.
That's the oil pressure sensor right there.
And it's filled. The connector itself inside is filled with oil. So that's probably why it didn't warn him that it took a shit on him.
Yeah, so luckily the other head that we have right there has got a perfectly good sensor.
It ran out of oil, spun a rod, and he didn't know anything was wrong until it stopped moving.
While passing 3 cars on the highway.
Yeah, it wasn't big. And then they went back over like, God damn it.
Yeah. So, anyways, dude, that's enough of this video. We'll catch you later on the disassembly video on this.
Which one? You're like, ah.
The other disassembly video.
Yeah, we got 3 motors. You're like, which one?
Alright, dudes, gotta go.